My name is Carol Adams with Carol Adams Creations, and I am so glad that you are here. What I have planned to do today, I was cleaning out all of my seasonal craft items and stuff, and I found this cute little wooden Easter egg, or wooden egg, I guess it could be used for anything. And I'm almost positive I purchased it at Target probably 2 years ago. But I've always wanted to do something with it. And so I thought, you know what? This would be a great time to do this. I have this pad of paper that I bought at Joann Fabrics. Can we all shed a tear for that? I just can't believe that, I was talking to my daughter. She used to work for Joann's. And she was like, I don't know where I'm going to go buy fabric anymore. And, just can't believe Joann's is going out of business. But anyway, I digress. So I'm going to use some scrapbooking paper. So I am going to start off I am going to stain the sides and the back just with this Waverly stain. Just to kind of, I don't want to have to try to do this after I've already done the paper. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh, well. This will just be the side that I use. Uh, kind of got a holy bottom. Okay, so then this, we're going to let this dry. Let me clean. So I made a pattern. The only thing with my pattern is I actually I want to each piece to overlap. So I hadn't really figured out how to do this, but we shall go with this. Okay, so I'm just gonna start here. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Then I'm just gonna go over like that. Don't cut myself. Okay. And like I said, you could do this with fabric. You could do this with ribbon. Just do it simply with a ribbon design, or you could always do it with napkins. It would be really pretty, especially with that bunny napkin. I think I put it away. That bunny napkin that I used last week. And use it on it. I'm gonna I'm afraid I'm gonna cut myself. Okay, so then we have this, we have that. So I'm gonna start with the top. I'm gonna start on this side. Move all my stuff over. So I want this is gonna go right here, and I can already see that I'm gonna have to trim it a little. Oops, it would be easier to trim now than later. Of course, I think now I've just messed it up. There we go. That's good. I have to do a little trimming, but that's okay. I can do that. So what I'm going to do is I want this edge to be kind of frayed a little bit. So I'm going to use this Tim Holtz tool. I forgot what it's called, but it's this little tool. And you just go along your paper, and it just makes it kind of rough. And that's what I'm looking for. I want this to be really rough. And you can even kind of fold it up a little bit because I want it looking like it's kind of worn. You can also take your scissors. I think this one was the next. You can take your scissors and do the same thing and just run your scissors along the edge. Whoops, didn't want to do that, but we will make it work. And we're just gonna do it like that. Okay, so that is fine. That just needs to be a little bit bigger. Okay, hold on. I gotta cut this out again. See if I can do this. It seemed easy in my thoughts. Okay, so I think, oh, that looks cute. That looks really cute. Okay. There's a lot there. I'm going to put that over that. And that is going to go right there. Okay, so this needs to come about right there. Okay. Okay, so we're going to distress this. And like I said, you could just use your scissors and just kind of rough it up a little bit. Oops, not like that. Good grief, Carol. No, it goes that way anyway. All right. I think it'll be all right. I'll just glue that down. Whoops. We will make this work. Just kind of pinch it a little bit. So then that's sticking up, and then I'll just glue that down. So we'll be good. So I am going to start with this piece right here and get this into place because everything else just kind of goes up from there. And I'm just using this reptile glue. Almost empty. I'm going to have to order me some more. Okay. Let's get that up in place right there. All right. I'm going to do the next one. Kind of overlapping them a little bit. Go ahead and do some up there too. This would be a great craft to do with your grandkids because it is just so easy. Just kind of, cutting paper. Be really cute if you painted it white and then did little pieces of tissue paper on top of it. That would look really cute as well. Okay, that one is going to go just like that. Make sure that this one, oh, barely enough, but we do have enough. Okay. Trying to decide if I wanted that green in there. No, let's just keep it with the blues and the pinks. We'll just keep it like this. It just needs to come down just a little bit. All right. So there we go. You could definitely use some distress inks on this. That looks so cute. I love it. That was quick and easy. Now for the hard part. Let's make a bow. I'm going to let this dry a little bit, and then I'm going to trim it. And then I'm going to use, I am going to use some distress ink, but just around the edges. But let's let that dry a little bit. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to add that lace to right there. I think that'll look really good. And then I've got some other lace, and I think I'm gonna add some of that, and I think it'll really break it up a little bit. So I have this lace. I have this blue, but I think I'm gonna use a piece or two of it just to have some blue in there. I didn't have any dark blue. Best way to tear or to cut fabric is to cut you a little piece off, do you a little snip, and then tear. You have to do your first piece so that you can get it square. And then I'm going to do another one. Okay. I have this pink. I love this little pink. This pink is so pretty. I've already done this once before. And then I have some muslin. I think this is coffee dyed. Coffee dyed. Okay, so we have our little pieces here. I'm going to add this ribbon, this lace right here. And then I want to find something else to put, like maybe up here or something. But I will find something. So let me get this on. And I'm just using the same glue. I mean, you could really jazz this up if you wanted. Oh, that looks so good. Kind of hard to tell right now, but it will look good. And then I have this little, I don't know what this is, but it's it's this really pretty sheer fabric, kind of fabric ribbon. I'm just going to get me some. And I do have some in blue. And then I might get me a little raffia. I think I really want to tie in this pink. So what I'm going to do, I don't have one of those fancy little, they're spell binders, I think. And anyway, it's a bow maker. And seeing a bunch of people using them. And I just don't think I would use it all that much to justify. I think it's like $20 or $21. So anyway, I'm just doing this just to kind of make a little bit of a bow. I'm going to cut this off somewhere. I'll cut that off. So it's going to go right there. Cut this part off too. All right. So then with this, I'm just going to cut pieces, kind of making a junk bow, non-junk bow, I guess you could say. Oh man, this one's got strings all over it. Yeah, just do this. Cut that off. Okay. And add a little bit of lace. Probably add a couple more pieces of this. I don't think it needs to be too big. And then I'm going to add, I think I'm going to add this kind of doing the same way. All right, so now I'm going to tie this. Kind of make sure I'm even here. Okay, I'm going to just do this. I'm going to tie it again, and then we have that. Whoops, get off string. And I'm just going to kind of fluff this out a little bit. Oops, because we're just going to kind of, here we go. Just kind of fluff it out. And then I'm going to get something there in the middle. Oh, I have a pink flower, I think, somewhere. That might be pretty. So I think I'm just going to hot glue that right there. Okay. Oh, this is going to be pretty. Oh, yeah, that'll look good. I want that one, or do I want this one? I think I like that one without the leaf on it. Ah! Okay, so I'm going to trim this up just a little bit. The ones that are really long, especially over here on this side. Sorry. Give us a good dollop of glue there. Get that glued right there. And then I'm just going to glue this on. Just like that. A little bit big. I might could add. Oh, I love that. I love that. That looks good. I'm going to do that. Okay. You never know what you can use on your desk. Trim this off and trim it off there. And there, our little Easter egg is all done.